comfort food. So let's talk comfort food. Did you know, unfortunately, it's not as good for you as you might think. Of course, you know, you get depressed, you eat some waffles, eat some pancakes, you go to McDonald's, et cetera, et cetera. You think you're gonna feel better after. New studies are proving you actually will feel worse. Now, I guess in some ways that's not surprising. You're putting crap in and you're going to feel like crap. But then in another way, we all do this, right? When you get depressed, what do you turn to? A little chocolate, some cookies?
I have a comfortometer, and it goes, you know, not bad, cozy, diabetes. And the American goal for me is to eventually just be this bloated sphere with tiny limb buds and a tiny sea of facial features on the top of the egg. And I'm being wheeled around in some sort of Wall-E rascal cart to stores with an opening that'll permit me indoors.
Yeah.
And that to me is American comfort right there.
It definitely sounds like American comfort. What is your American comfort? I've been to some diners with you in the past, so.
You have, haven't you?
So you can't lie to me here.
I do. The fast food, I'm trying to get away from the fast food right now, but it's always sugar with me. Sugar's the comfort for me.
Yeah.
And it really, it doesn't last long. You know, the idea of it, I think, is what lifts your mood, and then you eat it, and yes, you're right, you feel like crap because you just put crap into your body. And then you worry about, you know, how many calories you just put in your body.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a vicious cycle. It's like anything else.
Now, I know that you tweeted last night that you went to In-N-Out Burger
I
for
did.
dinner. And, you know, I've only been here for about 5 weeks, so I've gone to In-N-Out several times. And to me, it literally feels better in my body than McDonald's. But at the end of the day,
Yes.
is that just that's just the way we rationalize things?
Well, I think they have slightly less MSG in everything.
They use real potatoes.
And real taters.
What are McDonald's potatoes?
Oh, they're like not.
They're not even
I
potatoes?
don't know. They're like
Space-age material.
extruded something or other.
Ew.
Yeah.
At least at In-N-Out, you see them put the potato in and go,
Yeah.
and the potato comes out the bottom.
And just that process makes you feel better, right?
At least it's a little, the steps in between the food and me, there are a few less steps. Whereas McDonald's, I don't even know if potatoes were ever even a thought in the French fry. I'm really not sure.
Yeah. Is this a little bit like the previous topic, like the oil? Like we're so addicted to it, we can't stop.
Well, there is someone that would wrestle you to the ground MMA style if you were to warn them that aspartame was not good for them, because they're going, I finally got off sugar onto aspartame, and now you tell me this, you're taking my one last thing away, and that's how the brain structures all this stuff.
Can you tell the good people what is it aspartame or what is that?
Aspartame.
Aspartame. Can you
Yeah.
tell the people what it is? Because I'm on a major kick against it right now.
It's a very bad chemical that gives you all kinds of kidney problems.
And it's in diet. It's in every diet
And
soda,
it's in lots of
basically,
things. And NutraSweet is another nice way to hide what it is. And the word Nutra, like there's nutrition in it.
Yeah.
Very clever, clever use of
Smart
utter
people,
BS.
smart, yes.
Yeah. Would you rather go down with some high fructose corn syrup than the
I use
the
raw
chemicals?
sugar in my tea in the morning. I mean,
Yeah.
that's, you know, if I'm going to add sugar, if you're going to add a sweetener, I'm going to add honey or actual sugar to it.
Yeah.
If I'm going to go, you know, and have some crap, then, you know, you get what you get with that. You get the high fructose stuff. But, you know, the thing about comfort food is that this it's so funny about this study, because if you just pay attention to yourself when you're eating this stuff, you don't need scientists to tell you this. Because it's
Right.
like, you know, it's like the alcoholic with the alcohol. You know, it's like, oh, I need a drink. And then you have it and it's like, okay, well, I feel good for 10 minutes or my 20 minutes or my buzz or whatever, but next day.
Yeah, 20 minutes. And
Yeah.
then the scientist goes, is 20 minutes enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you're, you know, is it worth it?
Well, speaking of the drinking policy, what's both of your drinking policy? Is it the glass and a half as they tell you to have every night, or a man can have two? I think, right? A woman should have.
I
one
quit
or-
on Christmas Day. I feel
Really?
great. Yeah. I had been self-medicating, choosing to self-medicate, and you know, instead of some sort of antidepressant, I was using that, which it is a depressant. Alcohol is. But I feel great. It's not like I'm going to quit forever, and I wasn't like drunk or, you know, like stumbling or anything like that. But I just feel like my metabolism doesn't need that, and my brain doesn't need that. Yes, I'll have a glass of champagne at a celebration or something like that, but you know, and I think people, you know, it's really about paying attention to what is happening in your own body, but we don't pay attention to anything in this country.
Yeah, Rick, what's your drinking policy?
I put it behind me after Mom passed away, and so I was doing a little grieving about that, and then I looked at what I do when I grieve, and had a look at myself in the process, and figured it out. So.
Yeah, it's tough though to be in the comedy world and
Sure,
not drink. I mean,
you're
there's
around
so
it pouring like fountains everywhere around you.
Yeah, but look at you two, and you
whatever.
both never look better. Can I just say that?
Oh, look at
Don't forget, bonobos.com is the official outfitter of the Rubin Report. They've got great new slim fit shirts. I've never felt sharper. Enter code TRR20 for 20% off your first purchase.